hand in hand. Brooklyn is wearing her usual black, her dark brown hair now reaching her shoulders. Avani wears her hair pinned up, her pastel pink skirt blending in perfectly with the beautiful colors of the beach. They wave to us, and Sputnik barks again, belly up for scratches. Avani kneels down on the ground next to her, rubbing the dog's belly through the special suit. "Good parking spot," Brooklyn says by way of greeting me. She sits next to us on the blanket and looks up at the sky. "So, what are we doing next?" Rain asks. "After this." "There are a couple of options," Brooklyn says. "Diving on the Chlorian Sea. There's this weird space coffee that I'm dying to try out. This alien over at Space Hot Topic recommended it to me." We all sigh collectively. "Ooh, I know. There's a space race in the rings of Nadanya. It's very Mad Max." "Damn, that shit sounds wild," Flint says, taking a sip of his drink. "You'll be safe." Brooklyn glares at him. "You don't have an option. You're coming with." Flint sighs. "That's the worst thing about the end of the world. I can never tell people my mum won't let me and stay home instead." I laugh. "I'll take you. As long as you're not driving," Brooklyn says. "I have a clean record in space." "No, you don't. You crashed the Tesla." "You said it'd be just like driving a spaceship." "Clover, you crashed the only car in space. The only one. Ever. Congratulations." While some things had changed since we had been in outer space, some definitely hadn't. More than a year ago, spaceships arrived on Earth. 1 week later, the invading species had easily decimated more than a third of the population on Earth. I'd survived because I was invisible to them, and I spent 6 months wandering around traveling, and that's when I'd found Sputnik. After 6 months, I heard a message on the radio calling out for other survivors. I'd run as fast as I could to Area 51. There'd been tension at first. I wanted to fight back, and the other survivors didn't. We set up a trap and caught one of the aliens, but things went wrong, and Adam, one of our own, was killed because of it. Area 51 hid a lot of secrets, too, including a whole spaceship in the basement. With the captured alien, I started putting 2 and 2 together, only to find out that the last surviving members of our species were hybrids. Our friend Andy was a universal, an alien capable of changing the windings of the universe, and the Hostum were after her power. Putting the lies aside, we decided that there was only one thing we could do: fight for Earth. After Andy used her power to destroy the Hostum fleet, we'd been wandering space for the last 7 months. We'd been to the edges of the Milky Way, visited black holes and red dwarves, seen nebulae 8 times the size of Earth, surfed along the stars, and seen things I hadn't even imagined were out here. The Ark took us anywhere we wanted to go, anywhere but the place we'd left behind. This stop on the edge of the Shrafina complex was just another one of our destinations. Brooklyn had managed to find a file in the Ark with the most amazing phenomena to be seen in the universe, and we were crossing out each stop, one by one. This time there was a giant supernova that scientists had predicted was going to burst in only a couple of human hours. All the aliens gathering at the beach had been waiting for weeks, or maybe seconds according to their own time, for the single moment when the energy would dissipate. "I think it's about to start," Avani says. "Should we call the others?" I frown. "Yeah, where are Violet and Andy?" Brooklyn shrugs. "I don't know, getting drinks or something." "Brooklyn," I say in a warning tone, "you know you're not supposed to leave the 2 of them alone." Brooklyn rolls her eyes. "They're not children. They can take care of themselves." Rain and I exchange a look. It's not a problem, usually, but both of them together call more attention to themselves than is warranted. Andy tries to pass as human, but Violet's another thing entirely. She doesn't survive out here like we do, since she's not a hybrid. She has to wear a full-on spacesuit, and though we've found one as discreet as possible for her, which wraps around like silk over her skin, she still has to wear a helmet to breathe. "I'm gonna go find them," I announce, getting up and brushing my pants.